In this demonstration, we'll be exploring how to use the reference feature. Now, in Knowledge Forum, you are able to not only create new contributions and create build-on contributions, but you can also reference other community members' contributions within your particular note. So for instance, I'm going to write a new note here in my Bees and Wasps view. Okay, so I've written my initial question, but I also want to reference the contribution that inspired this question. And so I will go to the bottom right-hand side of the note and click Reference. And here I'm taken to a dialog box, and this shows me a drop-down menu of all the different views in this Knowledge Forum space. The default is set to the view I'm currently working in, and below is all of the notes that are included in this particular view that shows up here in this drop-down menu. So I can select out of all of these notes that contribution that helped inspire this question. And in this case, it was this note here, Bees in Urban Environments. You'll notice if I scroll over and click, I can gain access to that particular note. So I can reread it if I choose. For now, I'll just close it. I'm going to check that checkbox there and press Save. And I can see here that it will now, that note itself shows up in the content of my note. And I can write important information. Oh, for instance, I'll use important information. Okay, and so now I can write a brief explanation about how this particular note has been helpful to me, and I'm referencing it right in the content. And so I'll press Contribute if I'm all finished with my content and have given my note a title. And here it is. I'll drag it down. So I'm just going to reopen that note. And I can see here I have the content of my note, and I also have this reference note embedded, and I can access it again just by rolling over and clicking. So in this way, community members are not only able to, for instance, reference authoritative sources by bringing in files or adding links to notes, but individual community members' contributions can also be referenced as ideas and as sources that have been helpful for advancing the ideas and perhaps pushing the dialogue forward.